Good morning, it's Bank Holiday Monday, the 7th of May, 2018. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from Television Centre here in Royal Berkshire this morning, boys and girls, where it is beautiful outside. Oh, what are you doing in? Are you not going to the seaside? Are you not going to sit in your car for hours on hours in traffic, weaving its way through the British countryside, making even more pollution and killing the trees off, please? No, stay at home and watch this. Much more sensible. I mean, I do understand it. People in London, for example, who haven't got perhaps gardens that we've got out here in Berkshire and Surrey and Hertfordshire and places like that. I do get it. Do you know what I mean? But, that traffic on a bank holiday, if you're trying to get out somewhere, a nightmare. Although some idiot has come up with a wonderful idea in one of last week's Evening Standards. Oh, you're very white. Just a moment. That's a bit awful, isn't it? One moment. Whereas I've done something wrong there we go. Sorry about that. Looked like there was a ghost here for a moment, didn't it? Looked like there was a ghost there. In the Evening Standard last week, more than 8,000 people. Now, bear in mind how many people there are in London, okay? We're talking million. Is it something like 15 million? Something like that, the amount of people in London. More than 8,000 people, so that's a tiny amount. That's a tiny amount. I've called on Mayor Khan to launch London's first ever car-free day. Oh, what a brilliant idea that is. What a brilliant idea. I mean, it's bad enough when they have this cycle thing going through London. No one can move around. What a stupid idea. More than 8,000 people have backed a petition calling on Sadiq Khan to launch London's first ever car-free day. As part of a drive to cut air pollution in the capital. What, for one day? What's the point of that? What is the point of that? Nearly 100 organisations have urged the Mayor of London to ban private cars on September the 22nd. Hang on, let me see where I am. September the 22nd, dear. Oh, yes. I'm very organised. Diaries and everything here, dear. I do like these people. Actually, my agent. I've got an agent. She don't provide me with all my work, but some of that. She's got 3 diaries. Not a clue what she's doing half the time. That's Kelly. She ain't got a clue. She rings up. Oh, hello, honey. You haven't sent me your commission for so-and-so. And I wasn't there. Oh, well, it says that in the diary. Well, it's wrong. Ring them up. And she'll ring them up. She's, oh, no, I won't need to ring them up. I trust you. You know she's on the phone. Checking up. She turns up. She turns up. Some of her artists don't send the money. She turns up at the venue and gets it off them like that. I always send mine. Just push a button and it goes. You know, it's not a lot actually. It's 10%. 10%. So whenever I work somewhere, say if I get 100 quid somewhere, I've got to send her a tenner. You know, and she needs the money more than me. Let's be honest with these things, dear. Cause she ain't got a clue what she's doing half the time. She rings up. She rings up. Oh, hello, honey. There's a payment missing for this day. Just a moment. Now, because that's happened so much, I now have to print out every time I send her a payment and keep a record of it because she ain't got a clue what she's doing. And she's got this. Can you do September? She had me on the phone an hour and a half once checking the payments that I'd made because she couldn't get her head around it. It's wrong, isn't it? Anyway, let's go back to this story. What date was it? September the 22nd. Oh, it's a Saturday? Oh, so I will be going into London on that day? It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. So the busiest day of the week for shopping, and he stopped the cars coming in. He wants to stop the cars coming in. Not him, but all these organisations. I suppose they're very, very important people, aren't they? You know, to save toxic fumes in London. This is the idea. To save toxic fumes in London. For one day. What is the point of doing that? So what does that mean? The Earth will survive for one more day because we've had this day? A waste of time. Complete a waste of time, don't you think? It's like when, terminally sick people are attached to a machine to give them another half an hour's life. What's the point of that? Turn the bloody thing off. That's what I say. Save the electric. Turn it off. They're all attached to these machines. No, there's no life. You know, just to give them another day's life, they put them on a machine. What for? Turn it off, love. We need to think logically about these things. What is the point in having one day where it's a car free? I mean, either make it car free for always or don't. Now, I'm not a fan, believe it or not, of supermarkets opening on a Sunday. I think that's one of the worst things that was ever happened. You know, it's destroyed family life. Having supermarkets and shops open on a Sunday has completely and utterly destroyed family life. Now, when I was a child, Sunday, we'd get up, usual time, I don't know, 8, 9 in the morning. We'd all go off to church. I'd play the organ. We'd come back, and then we'd go somewhere. Leaf Hill. We're talking about this the other day, actually. Leaf Hill, Box Hill, someone like that. Is there anyone on YouTube this morning? I don't know if the chat thing's working on YouTube or Periscope. There's nothing come up in front of me. Usually we've got something up there. Can someone try and send a message on the YouTube or Periscope if you can, and I'll see if that's working. Yes, we used to go to Box Hill, Leaf Hill, somewhere in the car, to the seaside, whatever. Sundays. Now, you see them all in there on a Sunday. Especially, don't go in Sainsbury's on a Sunday. Ghastly people. Awful people. And they don't give a toss about anyone at all. They're just driving around. You get in the way, they just drive at you. Awful people. Ghastly people. Because the shops are open on Sundays. I never went along with that. Supermarkets opening on Sundays, terrible. However, can we either have them open or close? All this, well, we're open at 11, but they must close at 5. What's all that about? I don't get that. Why just open them or close them? One of the two. Why have we got this halfway thing? Because you know at some point they will be able to open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Or, for those Americans watching, 24/7. Because they won't understand that. It's a little bit too much information for the Americans, isn't it? 24/7. Which means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But they make it shorter so that they can understand. I saw this, there was a bloke, he was actually taking the rise out of some of our American friends, saying that they always need to be told what something's for. For example, that is a basket or a bin. We know that as a bin, okay? So what do you do with a bin? You put the rubbish in it. The Americans don't get it, so they call it a waste paper bin, so they know what to put in it. I can't remember, it might have been Frankie Boyle done that joke. Wasn't mine. Don't start so. Oh, he's nicked that from someone on the telly. I've just told you. God, there we go. Piggy Malone's there. Good morning, Piggy Malone. Okay, so that is working there this morning. We're just a little bit quiet. Fair enough. Anyway, back onto this story in the Evening Standard. Celebrations and street parties would be held across London as part of the event. What is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate on September the 22nd? Have I missed something? Is there something happening on that day? No. Why didn't you do it the royal wedding day? I mean, has anyone got a blooming clue what they're doing who runs London? Mr. Khan, we have a royal wedding in 2 weeks on a Saturday. Didn't you think in your wildest dreams that might be a good idea to have a car-free day in London if you're going to do one? There's nothing happening on September the 22nd. How thick can you be? You really are thick, aren't you? God's sake, man. Can we have someone who knows what they're doing? Stupid. Stupid, man. Royal wedding. Hello? Car-free day. Street parties. September the 22nd. Nothing happening. And you want street parties to happen? To celebrate what? You can't just throw a party, dear, and have nothing to celebrate. What's the point of that? Is it a religious occasion? You know, what religion are we celebrating this week in our diverse world? Huh? What is it this time? Every week. An open letter was sent to Mr. Khan by groups including Friends of the Earth, oh, God blimey, environmental law firm Client Earth, King's College London Researchers and Neighbourhood Forums against fifth. Oh, you can see them, can't you? You can see the forum people sitting there, can't you? Oh, yes, I think we'll do this. Let's have a car-free day. That will upset. We won't be able to do anything. Does that include buses as well? It said the event could spark... Now, you see, I don't get this. It said the event could spark long-term reductions in air pollution while reducing the number of private cars on the roads and encouraging more people to cycle or walk. What, for one day? That's what I don't get. One day is going to make all that difference to the world. No, it's not. An earlier letter, sent in March, prompted a response by Deputy Mayor for Transport Valerie Shawcross. Oh, what a long title for a letter heading, isn't it? I bet she's really important. You see her now walking around with a clipboard and the glasses on the end of her nose, can't you? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. My name's Valerie Shawcross, Deputy Manager for Environment and Early Air and Energy. I bet she's really important. Walking around with her clipboard, nose in the air. I know the sort of people these are, dear. Council officials, also known as arseholes. She said they are working with teams to examine, and I quote, what is possible above our existing activity on this issue. I'll tell you what you want to do. You want to stick solar panels on all the new houses, and all the old ones come to that. That will make a difference. Stopping everyone from using their cars for one day is not going to make a difference, love. How stupid can you be to actually think that? Yes, I am calling you stupid. Yes, because you are stupid. Now a petition launched by Marco Picardi to promote the event has gained a mass support. What mass support? 8,000? You call that mass support? Mass support? 8,000 people? Really? Out of 15 million, is it? How many people live in London? What is that? What is that, you thickos? What is 8,000 as a percentage of 15 million? Someone work that out, please. One of our many, many regular correspondents here to the show. I ought to start issuing people with jobs to do, I think. So who's good at maths? Who's good at maths? You can be the mathematical correspondent, whoever that is. Mr. Picardi wrote in a statement, every Londoner, like me, are breathing in toxic fumes that can seriously damage our health. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. When I drive through London, once I get to, let's think, Chiswick, my windows close and the air comes through the filter. You open your windows as you're going along the Euston Road. The stench is awful of pollution. It's absolutely awful. It's all very well. You're sitting in your cars with your windows done up and the air's coming through its filter. Most cars, I think, have got filters. Certainly the newer ones have. So you don't get the smell. But you open the window and the smell comes in of pollution outside. It's awful. So he is right. He goes on, the city is home for me and my family. And you must be very rich, darling, if you're living in London. And because of that, I'm determined to do something about it. Yeah, but you're wasting your time for one day. Wasting your time for doing it for one day. I know that London is one of the greatest cities in the world, and that working together we have an opportunity to show that another way is possible. What, for one day? One day. That is why I want Sadiq Khan, Mayor, to agree to hold a car-free day on Saturday, September the 22nd. It will be a day of community celebrations and street parties. Now, you know what that means, don't you? Street parties. People doing burgers and sausages over fire. Yes. You know what that makes? Smoke. So, so you're just trading one lot of pollution for another. This is a stupid idea. A spokesman for the mayor said the mayor already supports the number of car-restricted days, for annual events in London. I get that. And he has asked for City Hall officials to consider additional opportunities for car-free activities as part of his healthy street vision. Tackling toxic emissions, and it goes on about the pollution and all that, but I just think that's a really stupid idea. One of the most stupid ideas I've ever come across in all my entire life. That and giving me a chat show, that's another stupid idea. Right, let's say good morning to some of you. Tom Gully gets the first message this morning. And good morning, Tom. Congratulations. That's the first time you've got the first message in. Congratulations, yes. Claby's on... Claby and Frankie Torres are with us from Periscope this morning. Good morning to you two. Welcome to our little UK chat show. Piggy Malone, I've said hello to already. Over on the Facebook Live, Gustav. Good morning, Butch. Gustav. Good morning, Gustav. Good morning, Gustav. I had a nice day yesterday, actually. After I finished talking to you on our Sunday morning show, I went down to the Pyrotechnics, which is where we're doing the karaoke next Sunday. Brand new Sunday night karaoke, the pyrotechnics, Nunhead Green. Now, if you're thinking of coming to that, right, I must warn you, there's like a green bit. Now, the main road is that side, but the pub is the other side of the green, which you can see from the main road. But if you don't know it's on the other side, you're kind of going up and down there for a bit. It's a very small green. You know, you go from one end to the other in 10 seconds. But you're going up and, where's this? I can't find this pub. Excuse me, can you tell me where the pub? Yes, it's just over there. Okay, so it's on the other side of the green, which you can see from the main road, but you've got to know it's kind of there on the corner. So a nice place, and I went down there to meet the governor, Dennis, a lovely man, Irishman, and Michael Peacock, who's outrageously flamboyant, and that's where we're going to be doing the karaoke on Sundays, 6:30 till 9:30 p.m. It's a character pub, okay? It's a bit old, very comfy old seating, you know, like settees, like leather Chesterfields, aren't they? Chesterfield settees. There's a load of those in there, a few wooden tables and chairs, but some very, very comfortable seating. Tables and chairs at a big screen telly, proper fireplace, and it's all in there. So that's next Sunday if you want to come along to that, 6:30 to 9:30, Gustav. I'm sure you won't want to come to that one. But afterwards, I went to a lovely little place I haven't been for ages and ages called Chariots. And met up with 4 lovely people there over the course of 3 hours. And I had a nice little time in there as well, Gustav. So nice to see some people. No, I didn't know them. I just sort of met up with them in there. So that was quite nice. You know, one at a time. Hello to non-Irish Mary from Ireland. Good morning, non-Irish Mary from Ireland. How are you today? She sent my mate Ronnie a little birthday gift, didn't you? Yeah, she did. Which she spent on himself. Didn't buy anything for me. Very disappointing. Good morning, Colin. Morning, Colin. Hope you had a nice weekend. Georgian Dragon, I think. Do say hello to the Duchess for me. I have a little soft spot in my heart for the Duchess down at the Georgian Dragon. I don't know why. I've only met her about 3 or 4 times, but we get on like a house on fire. We are on the same level. You know how you're on the same level with people, head-wise. And I am with her for whatever reason. I don't know. She's a wonderful person. Say hello to the Duchess for me. Morning, Andy Baker. Kevin Webster's there. Hello, Kevin. Diane Jebb. Morning, Diane. Crispina Eccles. Morning, petrol to little Chrissy baby. Hope you're well this morning. Good morning to Wayne Martin. Hello, Chris. Are you at work, Chris? I saw that you were working on this bank holiday weekend. Poor old little Duke Chris is working, aren't you, darling? You need cuddles, darling. Come to the pub after. I will give you cuddles. In front of everyone. Many, many cuddles just for you. Okay? Chris reckons Sadiq may have suggested that himself. After all, he runs TfL, and how would all the car users get to work? Well, that's just it on a Saturday, and of course, it's all the shoppers out on a Saturday. You know how busy Oxford Street is on a Saturday. It's manic. That's just the most ridiculous idea. I don't know. I do pay Kelly, thank you, Wayne. She gets her money sometimes before I've even worked for it. I do it usually. I actually haven't done it this weekend now. Usually do it Friday or Saturday. I push a button and off goes the cash. Oh, yes. Mary says A&E would be full of people unable to breathe due to lack of pollutants. What if they do? If they start doing the blooming barbecues and all that everywhere, don't they? Oh, I hate that, don't you? It's not like in Australia. When they light barbecues round here, all you get is the smell of paraffin. Which actually, I have to say, isn't too unpleasant. I quite like the smell of petrochemicals, don't you? I mean, I might take up sniffing petrol. I think I might try that. I haven't tried that one yet. Petrol sniffing. They do that in Australia. The Aborigines do it. That's not a joke. They do. I think some of them drink it. They drink petrol to get high. Diesel. I love the smell of diesel. And you know, if you go on a boat or airline fuel, oh, don't you love that smell as it comes across? And it's, you know, going up in the air like that. Oh, by the way, gang, can you just have a little think about it and I can take the first 5 requests. At 10 o'clock this morning, as always on a Monday, I do my music and chat show. Okay, that's at reachonair.com. So after I finish this on a Monday, usually about 20 to 10, at 10 o'clock I come on somewhere else at reachonair.com. I do a music and chat show. I can take 5 requests. That's what we usually do on a Monday now. I can take 5 requests. So the first 5 people to put, don't ask for no rude R&B or drill music. We don't do drill music at all. So music from all times, from rock and roll right up to date. If there's a song you want, yes, I know you can pull it up off Spotify yourself, but it's different when someone's playing it for you, isn't it? So I can take the first 5 requests. What song would you like on my music and chat show today? Go. Quickly, quick as you can. First 5 requests, I'll take them, okay? Michael McIntyre, is that the one who done that joke? Was it Dukey? Was that the one? I can't remember now, but I do remember seeing that on the telly. I nicked that from someone else. Good morning, Alan Russell. Good morning, Alan. You were looking very smart the other night. Looking very smart, sir. Good morning to Marcos. Good morning to you, sir. Have you rushed out to get your little boy the Lego yet? Have you got your Lego yet? I haven't sent that off yet. I can't send it off until tomorrow. Usually I send stuff up north to my sisters. I've got 3 or 4 items to send up, but I've got to get my little... I went shopping at the weekend and I got Emily. She's my 5-year-old great niece. She's got a little yellow and white dress. There's Olivia. She's got a blue and white dress and that toy there from for Harry, who's now 5 years old, will shortly be 5 years old. I completely forgot baby James. Oh, of course, my niece has gone to town, hasn't she? So I told you I'm going to be sending up these. And did you get baby James his birthday present? Oh, well, don't worry, Uncle Chris. I won't say anything to him. I'm not going to tell him that you forgot baby James's present. He's going to be 1. He's 1 today. Baby James is 1 year old. Baby James is in the house. Isn't it funny with babies? They've for a long time they've got that surprised look on their face, haven't they? Have you noticed that with babies? They've always got a surprised look on their face for the first year and a half or so. Hello, Gustav. I think supermarkets and shops should open whenever they want. Yeah. There's nothing special about Sundays. It's just another day. If you want to go and talk to your imaginary friend, then you can. Well, I do every Sunday. If you want to go out with your family, you can. Yes, if you want to get smashed on white diamonds, you can. I think we know what your choice is there, Gustav. Even on a Sunday. Can't you give that drink a little rest on a Sunday, my love? So 8,000. Wayne's done the calculation. Wayne has become head of mathematics here on United Kingdom Talk. And 8,000 people screaming for a car-free day in London is not even 1% of 15 million. So there we go. Have you got the number of noughts right there, Wayne? Good morning to Stafford Blake. He popped into the Pyrotechnics yesterday because I had to pop there to check it out. I got a nice dinner there as well. Dennis done us a lovely dinner of some vegetables and a nut roast. It was absolutely delicious. And this cheese thing with breadcrumbs on it. Oh, it was really nice. Thank you, Dennis and the team down there at the Pyrotechnics. Really nice. Let's have a look. Andy Baker, they could make one special day a carefree day. Like St. Patrick's, St. Andrew's, St. David's, well, they could. But it's just picked up this day at random, 22nd of September. It's not even a special day for anything, is it? What did you do after going to your new karaoke venue? Is that what ruined family life is? I'm afraid so. Yeah. Still going, but they walk past now, Chris. Most of them walk past now. Whereas, as you well know, the days of the shaking rooms have gone. The days of the shaking rooms have gone. Do you remember that? Happy times. Gustav says it's always nice to meet friends in chariots. People there are so friendly, especially you are. I've made connections there many times. Yeah, fortunately not with me. Thank you, Duke. Poor Duke is work harder, darling. Well, I've got some nice music and chat stuff for you a little bit later, Duke, all right? 10 o'clock. You don't even have to sit there watching then. You can just have me on in the background. Not that I enjoy being on in the background. I like full attention most of that. But with a music and chat show, it's slightly different, isn't it? I'll play you a few tunes and I chat in between them, all right? Andy loves the smell of petrol and tar. It's nice. And you know that smell on boats? The like diesely smell. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh, it's someone's birthday. Duncan today is a young 78 years old. And where is he? Happy birthday, Duncan. That's from your son, Alan Russell. Duncan Russell's birthday today, 78 years old. Happy birthday, sir. On a nice day for your birthday as well. Hope Alan gets you a nice gift or does something nice for you. It's not about, I always think, it's not so much about how much you spend. Well, my mate is totally obsessed by how much something costs, Unless you've spent a minimum of X amount, it's not a good present. It's not. So that's that. I don't go along with that. I think, birthdays are not about how much you've spent on something, but the love that you have sent with it. Am I right? Of course I'm right. Of course I'm right, I think. Of course I'm right. We are family. Thank you, Wayne. That's a good one. I'll write down your names as well so I get them right. Now, they don't necessarily all come up at 10 o'clock. Don't start 10 o'clock and all the records get played at the same time. That will be over the course of the hour, so you'll have to stay. Stay. Shakespeare's sister. Stay. Stay. Dreadful song. We are family for Wayne. What have we got? Andy Baker. Hang on. Sherry, I don't know that one. The Four Seasons, okay. I'll have a look for it. It's probably here. Gustav. Banana Boat song. Really? Do you really want me to play that? By Shirley Bassey? Oh my God, blimey. All right, it's your choice, it's not mine. Hot Child in the City. Tom Gully. I don't know that one either, Tom. G-U. Hot. What is it? Child in the City. Okay. As I say, I looked these up. Nick. Don't know that one either. Gilda. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. How about you singing, Chris? On the rare occasion when you do sing, it sounds great. What, on my show? That's not a good idea. Not a good idea. It's bad enough now attracting viewers to this programme, dear. You don't want me singing as well, not unless absolutely necessary. I mean, they just about... I notice whenever I sing Happy Birthday, people start disappearing very quickly. I do not have a singing... I've got a karaoke voice, but not a swimming voice. Yorkie Boy, quite rightly says, does the Queen think that all of the UK smells of fresh paint? I'm sure she does. Because whenever she goes around, if someone invites her somewhere, like a school or, I don't know, or organisation, they do the place up when she comes. They absolutely, that is so true. Train stations... If the Queen says she's going to come to Bracknell train station, let me tell you, they'll rush out down Long Acres Garden Centre. We'll have hanging baskets, new paint, bit of carpet on the floor. Oh yes, the Queen she goes around the UK thinking everything is brand spanking new, dear. She must be sitting in her house, the Queen, thinking, oh, it's looking a bit tired in there because when she goes out, everything is painted fresh and nice. You're quite right, Yorkie Boy. Oh, Marcos. Marcus wants the Lego I showed, Little Man the Lego. It looks amazing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sending that off to him anyway. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Thank you, Alan. That's a good one. Sisters. And is that a 5? Are doing it. There we are. Oh, and I've written that down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6 there. Oh, we'll probably get 6 in. I reckon we can do 6. Good morning, Terry. Terry H is in the house. Good morning, Terry. Nice to see you, sir. Been a while. Adam the plumber. Oh, you blimey. You're late this morning, aren't you, Adam? Come along, dear. Chop, chop. Get up on time. What do you think this is? A holiday camp? Alan is in Witham, Essex. Oh, that's where your dad is it? On his 78th birthday today. That's not bad going, is it? 78. And Diane Jeb, walking on sunshine. You're a bit late, Diane. Oh, well, let me write it down. I'll try. Can't promise that one. Walking on sunshine. There's a couple there that I don't know, actually. Tom's one, Hot Child in the City. I thought it was Hot in the City. Hot in the City for Love. But it's not, is it? That's a completely different one. So I don't know Tom's one. And I don't know Andy Baker's one. So I'll have a little listen to those. Well, Tom, I'll have a little listen to it and see what it sounds like, okay? I will have a little look for it, Tom. See if I can find it. Right, so that's some of the music sorted for the music and chat show a bit later. So you'll be able to find that 10 o'clock, boys and girls. Reachonair.com is where the music and chat show is. Okay, so let me see. What else have I got here? So we're told you about that. I got up 10 to 8. I got up this morning. Can't believe it. On a bank holiday, 10 to 8. I just wake up early now. It's funny that as I've got older, I've noticed I wake up earlier. And I go to bed earlier as well. I used to go to bed when I was DJing. I used to go to bed at like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. When I think Chris is still with us. Me and Chris and someone he was seeing at the time. We used to go out to nights out, to places. And we would get home at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not. I'd DJ somewhere till 2 or 3 in the morning. And then we'd all go out somewhere. Just great times. I don't know how we survived, actually, to be honest. Good morning to Love Geo. Good morning. He's down Streatham Common at work. Oh, sorry to hear that, Love Geo. Poor old you working today. What do you do, sir? What do you do down there? Streatham Common's not too bad, though. At least you've got a bit of grass over there, haven't you? I was driving yesterday, actually, past... Was it Streatham Common? No. Tooting Beck. Oh, and I went past... Brockwell Park yesterday, and they were all full of people. Nunhead Green. Everyone's sitting on these little green patches. Quite funny. Shepherd's Bush is the one for that. Shepherd's Bush is like the busy place. It's surrounded by shops. There's a petrol station one side. On the other side is like some sort of club. I'm not quite sure what it was. It used to be the BBC Television Theatre. But they sold it, and it's something else. I think it's some sort of club in there or something, and a pub there. And on the other side is all these shops, and all the blooming fast food shops, chicken this, burger this, and all that business. And in the middle of it, so that's a roundabout. It's very, very busy all the time. In the middle is this little bit of green, and the sun comes out where you can't see the grass. They're all out there with their cans of lager, and disgusting people just leave their bags of cans there. Why do they do that? Why is that? And I'm sure it's a southern thing as well, or a city thing perhaps. A city thing. Even I admit here, when I cycle to Wokingham, either going to Slimmers World on a Tuesday or church on a Sunday, when I cycle through to Wokingham, I go through these two fields. And either side of these fields, as in many cases, there are two long ditches where I suppose the water collects and goes wherever it goes. And in these ditches are tin cans, bits of plastic, crisp packets, and you know that people have just chucked them out the window of the car. Now, you go up north, that doesn't happen. Doesn't seem to happen. I drove, as you well know, a couple of weeks ago through the most beautiful countryside in Yorkshire. For an hour and a half, you're driving through countryside. It is stunning. There is no rubbish on the floor. No one's obviously chucking stuff out the window as they're going along. Big bag, and you see the big bags of McDonald's. McDonald's, like the whole bag and its contents, just chucked out the window. Dirty bastards. I just wish these people would get caught and fined enormous sums of money. Even where my sister lives. My sister lives in Lincolnshire. Little place called, I say it's little, it's not that little actually, Woodall Spa. It's described as a village. I've got itchy arm, itchy leg. It's described as a village, but it's quite large really. It's not like a small village, like a collection of 20 houses and one shop. It's not like that at all. It's quite, and it seems to be expanding now as well, which I think is a shame. If I lived somewhere that was of a certain size, then as it gets bigger, I think that kind of spoils it a bit, really, don't you? Even here, where I live here, I'm in like a large town. Bracknell is a large town. However, where I am, I'm surrounded by trees and grass. You couldn't really build anything else here. I don't think you'd build something else here. I really don't. There's not enormous amount of space around me. However, I'm looking at my window. I can only see trees. Okay, I can see I can see a couple of houses over there, but there are trees in between. You know, and a lot of them. So it's difficult to see. It's reasonably quiet here. I mean, there's a bloke over there. He's got some sort of woodwork going on in his garage most of the time, which annoys me. You know, you're sitting there. Oh, here we go again. He's got the circular saw going, or whatever it is. Isn't it? But if you move somewhere quiet and then suddenly someone decides to build an entire housing estate. Here in Bracknell, we've got a lot of building going on here at the moment, an awful lot of building. There's a couple of fields. One was a golf course. One was just open fields, and they're building everywhere. And it's the old case of, you know, I know we need more housing, but please not in my back garden. Do you know what I mean? It's that old case, isn't it? Tom says, how hard is it to just throw it away when you just stop driving? Moronic. Yeah, that's right, Tom. That's right. When I go to other places of the world, some places are better than others. Florida in the States. You drive through the countryside there isn't really any rubbish on the floor. None at all. What did shock me was Barbados. Yeah, years 1999, I think, possibly I went there. Maybe it's changed now. But you could walk past these fields and they were just full of like rubbish. It was just blowing around in the fields. They don't expect it somewhere like that, I suppose, do you? Bracknell was a small town, a dot on the map. They were building on the old Transport for London. Well, that's one of the places, Wayne. They're also building up near the skiing place, Is it the skiing place? Is that the skiing place where Toyota? Yes, it is. So you've got the skiing place there. There's a Shell garage. Might be called Amon Corner, possibly. There's a Shell garage on the corner. You would go down a sharp hill. So you've got the skiing place on the right, and on the left would be Toyota and some other garages. Okay? Well, back at the top of the hill, across the road, that's all being fenced off and building. Look along the A329. Is it is that the one? A329? The road between Bracknell and Reading, whatever that road is. Coming from Bracknell to Reading on the left-hand side. Loads more houses being built. Are they going right along the road? That's a lot of houses, an awful lot of houses. Trouble is the road doesn't get any bigger. All this traffic's going to be coming onto that road. Awful. Love Geo works as gateline staff for a railway company. Of course, all the trains are open today. Do you get many people on a bank holiday getting on the train and going, I don't know, to the seaside or somewhere like that? That's quite nice. I like trains. I love trains. Bit expensive. They are expensive. I have to go to Hampstead I only have to go a couple of times a year now. I visit a hospital there. I have a little thing wrong with me, so twice a year, and I only have to go twice a year now because everything's working very well. You have to do what the doctor says, and he will look after you. That's what he said when I first went in to see him. Andy Baker, I love Sherry by the Four Seasons. That one. Sherry, a Sherry baby. Sherry baby. Is that the one you meant? That's got to be the one you meant, isn't it? Yes. Amon Corner and Jennett's Park. That's the other one. Yeah, you're right there. So good. That's that. I switched my electricity and gas company last night. No, night before last. Saturday night I did. I had nothing to do Saturday night, so my electric and gas are now within their changeover period. I've got, I think, 6 weeks. You've got 6 weeks to decide what you're going to do, haven't you? So I went online and I changed to outfoxthemarket.com. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people go on the U-Switch and the money-making supermarket and all those ones, and you look on there to see who you're going to switch to. What you're going to do is tick the box that says show companies that we can't switch you directly to. Something like that. There's a little box there. Right now, because if you don't tick that box, you'll only go with the companies that the website can switch you to. Now, the website gets a payment from the electric or gas company, or both, every time someone switches to them, right? If you tick the little box that says show companies that we can't switch you to, it will also show those figures. And then you will have to go on that particular company directly and do it yourself, which is just as easy. I've got to tell you, it's just as easy. It just means you're coming away from that website and going on to that one. It's as simple as that. All right? You will find the better deals on those ones. I've managed... Oh, hang on, I've got my pen now. I've gone from £48 a month combined to 51. To about, no, it's less than 51. I can't remember the exact figure now. So that's only gone up £2 a month. So I'm happy with that. The other ones, the ones that they could switch me on, I think started at about 57. So go off, tick that little box that says show companies that we can't switch you directly to. It says something like that. So keep an eye out for that one, all right? Andy Baker said, thank you, Andy. That's the one that I was singing earlier. So I've switched to outfoxthemarket.com. You might want to do that yourself. Please, gang, if you're in the UK, every single year, you need to be comparing your electric and gas and car insurance and all that for that business. Never, ever stay with the same people. You get nothing for loyalty in this age, I'm afraid. You used to. You used to. I mean, my dad in the 60s and 70s, we remained with the same insurance people, the same this, that and the other for years and years. And it worked. But that doesn't work anymore. People give you absolutely nothing for loyalty anymore. So don't be, and don't do it because it's easy. Let me tell you, it's very easy to switch electric and gas companies, especially if you know how much you've used. And somewhere on your previous bill, you'll have an estimated annual use of gas and electric and all that business there. All right, so do that every year. Right, we need to wrap up here, boys and girls, because I've got to get my music and chat show ready. Now, that's at 10 o'clock. Join me at 10 o'clock at reachonair.com. reachonair.com for my music and chat show. We've already got some of the tunes selected here. I haven't got any stories to read out yet. Sometimes you'll hear the music and chat show and you might hear a story that I've already read out at some point during the week or even today. That's because there's a lot of a different audience on there as well, okay? So reachonair.com from 10 o'clock. Finally today, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday today. How many we got today? Oh, quite a lot. There's quite a lot of birthdays today. Ian Newbury. Long time since I saw you, Ian. Happy birthday to Ian Newbury. Is it the same Ian? Or maybe not. Might be another Ian. Sorry, Ian. Happy birthday to Ian Newbury. Hayley Charles is 28 years old today. Happy birthday, Hayley. Denise Martin. Happy birthday, Denise. Isaac. My good friend Isaac Okar. Happy birthday, Isaac. He's a good singer. Nice bloke. Isaac. Happy birthday, Isaac. Rob Parton is 34 years old today. Happy birthday, Rob. Michael Powell is 68 years old. Stuart Overs. Happy birthday to Stuart. Phyllis Wolfe, who's also raising money for Smiling Angel Society. Phyllis, are you one of our Manilow girls? I'm not sure. I know a lot of Barry Manilow fans on here as well. Happy birthday, Phyllis. Maine Cecile Demont Carefully is 48 years old today. Happy birthday. Lucan Daniel, 40 years old today. All right, Lucan. Is that Luke? Lucan, 40 today. Lance Bostick is 36 years old today. And finally, Jade Simone 80. It's her birthday as well today. So happy birthday to you all, boys and girls. Where's my birthday thing? Oh, there it is. There it is. Couldn't see the orchestra then. They were hiding in the back of the computer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. What a nice day to have your birthday. The sun out and everything. Don't take your cakes out into the sun, they'll probably melt. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Tonight, if you're around in North London tonight, I'll be hosting a regular Monday and Cheap Drinks Night, which is at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. Starts at 8 o'clock, finishes at midnight. Okay, so that's tonight. Karaoke each and every Monday from 8 till 10:30. That's including tonight on this bank holiday Monday. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Go to reachonair.com. I don't know what's on there at the moment. I think it's just non-stop music on at the moment. If you go to reachonair.com, click listen live at the top there, and I'll be with you again at 10 o'clock with music and chat. If you're not there, have a nice day, and thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.